These ladies put it in their cake and tea. It gets these guys through the day. It's on the streets, roads and paths. It powers the city. Canberra Milk. Proudly ours.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Callum Murray.
Calamari.
Calamari.
Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare iced coffee.
When you're looking online for a hotel, have you ever noticed there are so many options for the same location? You don't need to spend hours searching through them all. Just book direct with Abode Hotels. One search is all you need. Abode Hotels.
Everybody wants a law firm that's with them for the journey, one that can provide comfort and support throughout, no matter the legal challenges. A law firm that's able to steer things in the right direction, even when there may be rough terrain ahead or things are moving too quickly. A law firm who can give you the power to be able to create, grow, protect and transfer wealth. Everybody wants a law firm that's with them for the journey. Chamberlain's Law Firm. We're with you.
When you're looking online for a hotel, have you ever noticed there are so many options for the same location? You don't need to spend hours searching through them all. Just book direct with Abode Hotels. One search is all you need. Abode Hotels.
It's the festive holiday season. Make sure your car is ready to go the distance this summer. Give us a call to book in your pre-holiday safety inspection on 1300 727 320 at MIT Automotive in Fyshwick.
Cafes run on it, as does the public service. The Brumbies are fuelled by it. It's in Gordon, Page and Warramanga. It powers the city. Canberra Milk, proudly ours.
G'day, mate.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
This is Callum Murray.
Calamari to the seafood aisle.
Calamari. Why'd they name you that?
I take you.
Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare iced coffee.
G'day, mate.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
Welcome to baseball in the nation's capital. It's a little bit different tonight. Team Lutz versus Team Perkins. Welcome back, Chris Coleman.
Warwick Petheridge, great to be here. Great to be here. And so Cavalry White versus Cavalry Orange. Or Team Lutz is in the white and Team Perkins is in the orange. Well, there's often a saying in sport that, sport is the winner. Well, tonight we can say the Cavalry is the winner because it won't matter which side wins, the Cavalry go home with the Cavalry Cup tonight.
Very fair, but I think there's going to be a lot of bragging rights in the change room.
Oh yeah. I've heard some of the conversation already taking place downstairs in some of the with some of the banter going on between the guys down there prior to the game. A few very special things happening tonight, being a charity game, of course. The chance for us as a club to do some stuff for our major sponsor, our major partner in Lifeline. So there have been a few things auctioned off. We're going to have a guest commentator in. It's going to take our jobs at one stage of the evening. John O'Mclaren was the successful bidder for that. He'll be in a bit later on. There is a fan having the time of his life. Daryl Holder spending some of the evening in the dugout. I'm not sure whether he's in one dugout or the other dugout or whether he's going to get to spend time in both dugouts, but Daryl Holder in there. There was a batting practice experience that a couple of people picked up. There will be guest outfielders tonight, one inning in the outfield for Team White and one inning in the outfield for Team Orange. You'll see those a bit later on. And the really special part for a couple of people is to actually take part in the game and getting an at-bat. And there'll be one for each team. And I'll explain that a little bit more later on because it has the potential to be a little bit confusing.
It does indeed, but as we can start to see the players lining up for the white side. But imagine being out there in the outfield, that you get to go out there and it doesn't matter, all the money that they've raised today for Lifeline Canberra, that's the winner. That's what we're all here for tonight. And hopefully it's just a great game, but 8 players on each side.
Plus a pitcher. So,
the pitchers aren't hitting.
So 8 hitters.
Eight hitters, and they just rotate round. And then, of course, the bonus batter, which you'll get into later.
Yeah, trust me. Thankfully, there's only one for each team and will only happen once during the course of the game. And we'll explain more about that as the evening progresses. But we should have a look at these lineups. They've basically just taken an axe to the Cavalry squad and said, you guys in white, you guys in orange. So Keith Ward will be managing the Cavalry white team, starring Donald Lutz, but Mikey Reynolds to lead off. He'll be playing at shortstop. Tucker Nathans will be the centre fielder batting 2. Donald Lutz in the 3-hole playing first base tonight. Baz Noyes the catcher. So it'll be great to see Baz in the Cavalry colours for more than an inning or two. So great to see him out there tonight. Jack Middleton playing in right field. James Trevannion is the third baseman. Lee Mills playing in left. And it's Kyron Bibis as the second baseman. The pitcher for the white team, the designated away team tonight. I guess this will probably tip you towards going for Cavalry White, being Sean Moramando out there as the pitcher for Cavalry White.
You can see him there in the shot on the end there, wearing the 2-5. I was very impressed with what I saw from him on the weekend. I can't wait for you to watch it. But as the orange team take the field, we'll go round. And it will be Frank Gailey to Robbie Perkins, so that familiar connection. Zach Wilson at first, Cam Warner at second, Samed Taylor at shortstop. Austin Gallagher will be the third baseman. And then we've got Ollie Davies in left field and Taylor Jockers in centre field, and John Alemda is the right fielder.
and we will go through their batting lineup a wee bit later on. The manager, and what a buzz this must be for Ernie Rauter from the Rebels Club here in the ACT Baseball League. Ernie Rauter getting to manage this Cavalry Orange side tonight up against the Keith Ward managed Cavalry White side. I've sat here and I've tried to work it out which way it was going to go. I can't pick a winner in this. I think they've done a very good job at splitting the squads in half as we stand by for the national anthem.
Well, off we go.
The anthem has been sung, which means we are just about ready to rock and roll for the last game of baseball to be played in the nation's capital for the year 2020, and we do thank you for your support tonight. It is a big fundraiser for Lifeline tonight. There's as I said, plenty of game day experiences have been auctioned off. You will see during the course of the night, it'll pop up periodically on your screen, a link so you can donate directly to Lifeline Canberra. And I think a terrific initiative by the club this year too, to associate itself not with a commercial partner as the major sponsor, but to give that major sponsorship to Lifeline in Canberra, who do a tremendous job, and especially through 2020, there have been a lot of calls for the Lifeline service. So we'll help them out a little bit more tonight. And if you'd like to make a donation, donations are tax deductible over $2, and you can do so via the Lifeline website, which you will see turning up. We'll put a link up to that periodically during the course of the evening. Frank Gailey up on the mound, and let's see, we've got Tucker Nathans there with his back to the camera, and Mikey Reynolds was so excited when I heard that the Cavalry had signed Mikey Reynolds for this year. To get a batting talent like that here in the nation's capital, that was very, very exciting news.
We've missed you, mate. Good to see that you've...
It's like falling off a horse. You don't forget how to do it.
No, I just mean you realise I'm here as well.
Yeah.
No, I'm just playing.
I figure you'll be taking over the first inning call play-by-play in a minute. So
I know.
I'll let you get in.
You know, I just had to let you get back in a second before we got back to our old rhythm of, bit of banter, bit of fun. Mikey Reynolds steps in.
So Josh Matavesi behind home plate, Matt Pearson the first base umpire, and Pete Cartwright at third.
Called strike one. He starts out strong through 113 pitches on Saturday night. Set. Reynolds swings through and misses. Interesting stat that we had pointed out while we were away, because obviously with Mikey Reynolds being a very late addition to this lineup, he was the only player on the weekend that had his number on the back of the jersey and not on the front. Here's the 0-2 from Gailey, and we'll do it again. As you mentioned, I think 2 years ago, ABL hitting champion over in Adelaide. I believe we're supposed to be with the Tuatara before their decision, and then as Frank Gailey said on the weekend, a couple of phone calls from old teammates here, as that one misses outside, and it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Just played ball with Zach Wilson. Here's the 1-2 from Gailey. Outside again. Evens the count at 2-2, Chris.
It's a fascinating duel here. These guys will know each other's games very, very well. Also, they will have had a lot of practice against each other. So Gailey obviously keeping away from Reynolds. As he now goes inside, changes the direction.
It'll be interesting when Frank was up here the other night with us here on Cavalry Live. He mentioned when he was throwing to Kyle Perkins because Kyle knew his game so well, having batted against it. We'll just pause here for the payoff pitch. Reynolds along the ground. Easy pickup. And Wilson with the nice backhand scoop. Trevanion there at third base with the nice throw over.
Batting for Team White, the centre fielder number 2, Tucker Nathan.
Now 1 out. Oh. Gallagher. Trevanion's on the other side.
Yes.
Too hard getting complicated here. But
when you've got so many cavalry players up against so many cavalry players, it's going to get confusing at stages.
Well, he just said that about the other night, throwing to Kyle Perkins, that he was trying to do something different because Kyle knows all his arsenal. So I think we might see that a bit tonight, maybe more so from Gailey than we will Moramando. Here's Tucker Nathans. He fouls that one back.
Tucker doing what Tucker does there.
Well, this is the duel I wanted to see. Of course, the battle of the number 8s. Past, present, and former.
You don't think they had a wager on it? Whoever comes out on top gets the number 8 jersey next season. I did hear Sonny Singh saying to you last week that it was one of Frank's conditions. In fact, probably his first condition was that if he came back to play this year, he got to wear number 8.
He was saying that pause for the 1-1. Nathan swings through and misses that. He's a great club guy, Tucker Nathans, and he was more than willing to give it up for Frank. And he was saying that in his travels overseas, Frank was saying a lot of clubs don't like pitchers wearing single numbers, so he wore the number 16 because it was 2 8s. 1-2 the count on Nathans. Gailey set at the belt. And that one misses outside and evens the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes.
The batters and the cavalry white side here, obviously doing their bit to make sure that Frank gets plenty of pitching practice tonight.
Here we go again, 2-2. Nathan swings through and misses. And he's retired on strikes for the second out.
Now batting the first baseman, number 60, Donald Lutz.
And that brings up another big lefty in Donald Lutz. Man who seemingly wrote his own script for his return to Canberra last weekend.
Well, if I was GM Sonny Singh or Dan, I'd have been on the phone finding everyone who used to play in cavalry colours for an at-bat. Here's the first pitch to him. Gailey beats him that time for strike 1.
He won't die wondering, will he, Don Lutz?
Had a great weekend. One misses outside.
He went 3 for 8 last weekend. It's a fairly handy batting average of 375, and one of those was a monster bomb over his favourite part of the park in right field fence, and we've just got time called by umpire Josh Matavesi there.
But in every at bat, he worked hard, Chris. He was in there, and you had to earn it. It wasn't a free pass. Here's the 2-1. Got him with the off speed. 2-2. What's Big Frank got here? Lutz swings through and misses, and that retires the side. 1-2-3. Top half of the first done here. Team Lutz. The cavalry side with the white with the orange pinstripes. No score. While we're just having a look around, Chris, your thoughts on the new jerseys? This is the first time you've seen them in the flesh.
First time I've seen them on the playing field. First time I've seen them on the playing field. Not the first time I've seen them on in the flesh. Oh, there's a flashback.
Yeah, we'll get a text down to our team. It's not Melbourne versus Canberra.
That's old stuff.
It's CBO versus CBW, or CBL versus CBP, Lutz versus Perkins.
The pinstripes, when I first saw them, I thought, oh, gee, I don't know. But I saw them static. I saw the jerseys just lying flat. When they're actually on a team, they look a lot sharper. So I'm a fan of that. I liked the Capital jersey last year, the 2020/21 version of that, with the with the capital emblazoned across the front. Of course, last year it was the black jersey was the capital jersey. And provided we get a few more games here in Canberra, which I think everyone can say safely is still up in the air, but provided we get a few more games here in Canberra, there's a few special jerseys being lined up for later in this ABL season. There he is, the best mascot in the business, in Sarge on the back of the Baildon buggy, and thanks again to our great friends at Baildon Ag for their continued and ongoing support of the Canberra Cavalry organisation. Let's check out who's out there for the bottom half of the first.
Well, Sean Moramando, he pitches to Baz Noy, Donald Lutz at first, Bibbis the second baseman, Reynolds at shortstop, Trevanyon at third for the white team. Mills is in left field, Tucker Nathans is in centre field, and Jack Middleton is in right field. As you will take us through the batting lineup for Team Perkins.
Yes, the batting lineup, and coming up in jersey number 1 is Samad Taylor. Heard a funny story about him that I'll share with you a bit later on. He went out to try and enjoy some of Canberra's nightlife this week, and it didn't work out terribly well for him. Nothing nasty about it, just amusing. Cam Warner batting 2, Zach Wilson at 3, Austin Gallagher is the clean-up, Robbie Perkins batting 5, Taylor Jocker 6, John Allender in the 7-hole, and to round things out batting 8 is Ollie Davies.
First pitch from Moramando is outside.
First time I've seen Moramando in the flesh. You had the advantage of seeing him last week. What are we looking for, Was?
Precision. Fastball cutter. Good change-up. One's in there for a called strike.
It did seem that he was very hard for the Melbourne Aces to get away last weekend.
Off speed.
Didn't miss that by much.
Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. On Taylor. Taylor gets under that, out towards left field. Back. Track. Wall. Orange team scores first.
Well, Samad Taylor, I didn't think that had the legs on it. He got underneath it. It went a long way up. Just having a look to see whether there's any breeze around. I don't think there is, so he must have got more of it than it looked. The flag over the outfield fence is up and down, but it's certainly not the strongest breeze we've seen out to the detailing lot outside the left field fence, where some people do risk their car windscreens by parking. Doesn't matter. Samad Taylor had 2 hits last weekend, and for a .333 batting average, and starts off tonight in the best possible way with a big bomb over the left field fence, and that brings up Cam Warner.
One misses to Warner. The gentleman you saw in the moon boot, that is the other Toronto Blue Jays player, Chavez Young, and if you ever need a hype man, he's the guy. Count is quickly 2-0. See how Moramando responds. Warner foul along the third base side.
Moramando had a 2-hit weekend last weekend.
Count is 2 balls and 1 strike on Cam Warner.
So it's 2 hits and 3 RBIs. So let's have a look at Moramando here. Got the signal.
On the ground, Reynolds backtracks to get it. Throws. Brings Lutz off the bag. And that will probably be an infield single.
I'd say so. It didn't seem to be the most powerful of throws across the diamond there from Reynolds. Maybe he was wrong-footed.
And coming back to the ball, it was always hard, especially someone with Warner's speed. Chris, you've also got to get that throw out, and it's probably what he did, and that just floated. As you're throwing backwards, it's just floated the throw away from Lutz, who had to get it. Just missed the tag. So 1 on, none out here for Team Perkins.
Zach Wilson. Now, he's a man who went 0 for 8 last weekend. And in my book, with Zach Wilson, that means he is well past due.
Moramando checks Warner at first. Here's the pitch. Wilson, he puts that into centre field. Nathan's coming around. I was waiting to see if Cam Warner was going to take the arm on, and he doesn't. Oh. So none out here in the bottom of the first. The orange team, Team Perkins, they've got the jump on Moramando.
Now Moromando, after facing 3 righties, gets the challenge of change a little bit and adjust for Austin Gallagher. And I reckon Gallagher changed his mind halfway through that. The bat was coming down, and then it was, I probably shouldn't, but was committed. There was a real change in velocity on the bat as he's dropped it off the shoulder.
You've all done it, Chris. Yes, 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 yes. No. Oh, too late. Here's the 1-0. That one misses. If you notice, Chris, infielders are kind of shifted. Reynolds, the shortstop, behind the second base bag. Oh, that one's low as well. Count is 2 balls and 1 strike. So on the 2-1 pitch, this really favours the batter here, doesn't it? Where you start to just think, I've got it here. I've got the luxury. Orlando checks Warner. And he's off that one.
And now he's got the 3-1.
This is the one where you get the green light as a hitter.
This is there.
This is...
If you've got the advantage on the 2-1, this is where you really get the choice to drive it home or not.
Ground ball. Reynolds comes in, picks it up, steps on the bag for 1, over to first for 2. With 2 out there on the double play. Reynolds did that a couple of times on the weekend. But for Team Perkins, Cam Warner advances to 3rd. On the fielder's choice. And now it's a lot more manageable.
Just the 1 runner out there now.
As the captain, the namesake, Robbie Perkins.
Well, Moromando will be looking to make a big impression here. Show Robbie what all the fuss is about when you're in the batter's box as opposed to when you're catching. It's amazing how much difference that 3.5 to 4 feet that you're closer to the pitcher makes, doesn't it?
Indeed. And at the same time, it's, as you said, being the catcher on the weekend, so he knows what Moromando can throw. But he's got to work the riddle out. Here's the 1-1.
He might have worked it out. Oh, it's just gone foul by about 6 inches.
Middleton, the right fielder, he just watched and then nope, don't need to get that one.
Well, he wasn't going to get there. so it was, I'm going to have to get this off the fence if I'm getting to it.
1-2 the count on Robbie Perkins. Cam Warner leads away from 3rd for the Orange. They lead this game 1-0 on the lead-off home run from Samed Taylor. Here's the pitch from Moromando. Curveball straight back to him. And over to first. And he retires the side. But not after the damage was done from the lead-off solo shot from Samed Taylor. We're through 1 here in the Cavalry Cup. It is Team Perkins 1, Team Lutz 0.
If you're about to make university decisions, make sure you stand out from the crowd. UC is ACT's #1 uni for graduate employment and starting salaries. UC has work placements in every degree. UC is designed specifically for Canberra and the region. Run your own race at the University of Canberra. Apply now, get UC qualified and run circles around the rest.
We are back here on Cavalry Live, powered by Wonky, top of the 2nd inning in the Cavalry Cup. As you said, Chris, supporting our great friends and naming rights of the team this year. Lifeline Canberra. We've had a question on the chat. What is the go about next week and the changes? I'll leave that to you because you've been studying it like a form guide.
Well, it's pretty simple. They're hoping that we'll be playing Sydney next week. Thursday, Friday down here and Saturday, Sunday up there. As the first pitch comes to NYE, he has a look at what Gailey is throwing. And I think it even says that in the ABL media release today that they're hoping that the restrictions will have changed by next week to allow Sydney to play here. I can't see how that's going to happen myself, just from seeing what's happened just today in Victoria with the border, the hard border from WA slamming down on Victoria, which has had an impact, I believe, as we see the next pitch goes away from Gailey. So he's staying on the outside edge of the plate here against Baz Noy. Noy's only had, I think, a 1 at bat last weekend. 0 for 1. Last week since coming across to the Cavalry. He swings through, chops it down. So it's very, look, the league is very much in a state of flux. I'm also led to believe that Perth, who are playing in Melbourne now, the options for what Perth do are now being reconsidered. Do they stay in Melbourne for the rest of that series, or do they go to Brisbane for the hub early? Oh, and Noy absolutely filthy with himself as he swings through at a late breaking pitch, I think it was, from Gailey.
That's the change-up, my friend.
That's
the one. That's the one where you go fast. Yes. Change up.
Well, it fooled me as well. So Noy was well through that before it got to him, and Noy strikes out. So, and that would be 3 in a row, I think, that Gailey has now struck out swinging.
Middleton takes a cold strike. Jack Middleton. Not to correct you, my friend, but I've just got this schedule.
Other way around?
All 4 are at home in Canberra next week. And then...
Okay, well, that wasn't on the schedule that I saw 2 days ago, so there you go. It's been changed again. So, like I said, it's all in a state of flux, and we'll see whether we play Sydney here or what happens, because there's also the possibility, as we see Middleton on the 1-1. He's drilled that fair into the bleachers down the first base side. So he'll be behind in the count now. It's very much in a state of flux, and there is a possibility that Perth may be leaving Melbourne early and going up to Brisbane to get into the hub up there, and in the hope that they don't get stuck in Melbourne on quarantine with a change in Queensland's rules. I thought for a second there, the way Josh Matavesi stood up, that he was going to signal that it just got the bottom corner and it was a punch out, but no.
He was just thinking about it. He was having a think, having a stretch.
2-2. So, so there's a possibility that the rest of those games in Melbourne may not go ahead this weekend, but it's all very much up in the air. Just stay tuned for further details. Is about all we can say at the moment. The 2-2 pitch. What's Gailey got for young Jack Middleton, a man who came into the Cavalry side fairly late last season, as he's punched out there looking, and that's 4 strikeouts in a row to Frank Gailey.
And the rhythm is set.
Oh, yeah. Frank the Tank is now just... He's out of first gear. He's into second. Maybe just shifted up into third there on Jack Middleton. He's just working his way through the gearbox and just chugging along nicely.
Mate, 7 innings. You don't need. You just start it in 6th gear and you punch as deep as you can.
I'm wondering how many innings we'll see Gailey and Moramando pitch for tonight to see.
I'd say maybe 4, because then you would get the guys in the bullpen, guys who didn't get much of a pitch on the weekend. As we'll pause for the 1-0 to Trevannion. Takes a cold strike. And there's 1-1.
Should probably look at the very much abbreviated benches for this evening as well, just to let you know who's in the various bullpens. Do that at the middle of the inning as it's a ground ball picked up there by Taylor across the diamond, and it goes to Wilson. And it's 6 up, 6 down off the pitching of Frank Gailey so far this evening. So Frank will be enjoying his evening here to finish off the year of 2020. So...
Look at this. And Wardy, even though he's managing the other team, he's got something to say to him. I love it.
Come on, give my guys a break. Give my guys a break, Frank. Come on. So the 6-3 play to complete that for James Trevannion. Now, the benches, shall we say that they're somewhat abbreviated here, was? We got the full list here. Available position players for the white team, it's Buchanan.
Yep.
That's it. That's the entire position player bench. And the available position players for the orange team is Zhang. So young Trent Buchanan on one side and young Mark Zhang on the other. And the available pitchers, the bullpens are 2 pitchers apiece. So it's Boyce and Albury will be pitching.
So it's Team Jimmy. Jimmy Boyce and James Albury?
Exactly. Oh, it's the Jimmy bullpen.
Yeah. Jimmy! Can we sing?
We could, but we won't.
Aww.
And then on the other side in the orange, it's Steve Kent and Reece Nitt. So that's it. So 3 players on the bench for each side. Shouldn't be terribly hard to work out who's who in the bullpen. I think both bullpens are actually going to wind up in the same bullpen, because I don't see anyone down the first base side. And there are a few people down in cavalry hoodies down the third base side. I think they're in the bullpen. It's a bit hard to tell from this angle. It's the obligatory cornhole game. That's a pretty ordinary shot there. That didn't even land on the table. So to wrap that up, the cornhole makes its way off the ground. So yeah, abbreviated benches tonight, abbreviated games.
7 innings. It's a sprint to the finish.
Pretty cool conditions here. There was some concern on the forecast that it was going to rain here as well.
There's a lot of cloud, but I'm not so...
And just checking the temperature, it's about 18 degrees at the moment. The wind has picked up. It is an easterly. So we have Taylor Jockers now, to be followed by John Allender and Ollie Davies. Jockers, hard hit, ground ball, third baseline. It's going out towards left field. Mills will come round to pick it up. Jockers thinks about going for a second and then realises, nah, one base will do. I'll take the single. And the hitting continues from Team Orange.
Jockers, of course, inheriting the number 11 this season.
He's very much your 21st century ball player.
Okay,
Jockers.
When was the last time you... Sorry, Chris, I don't mean to interrupt you. When was the last time you heard someone walk up to the Wiggles? John Allender, do the propeller as he takes a cold strike.
I'm lost. I don't know. I honestly do not know.
He's down 0-1. Moramando looking over at Jockers. Here's the pitch.
Checks the swing on the high fastball.
1-1.
Seeing some of these cavalry players in action for the first time tonight was. Hard hit. Gets through the gap between third and shortstop. Reynolds really wasn't able to get close to it. Trevanian with a dive probably still would have been short, and it's another easy single out to left field. And I just wonder if one of our auction winners, because I think the auction winners have been told they're going to be fielding out in left field. I wonder if one of our auction winners, whoever's going out there to field for Team White, is just starting to get a little bit nervous. We've seen a home run hit over left field, and we've seen another couple of singles hit there as well, Was.
Well, I can see the left fielder, and she's sitting in the chair next to the dugout.
Oh, so Jenny Blasey is going to be the left fielder when she takes to the field there.
Ollie Davies takes a cold strike. Well, it makes sense. She did have the white jersey on when she turned up, the Zach Wilson jersey from last year's Pride game. Here's the 0-1 from Moramando. Check swing for our first base side.
I tell you what, I do hope we get to do this more often. I'd like to see this become an annual event, a charity game, and a chance for the fans to get involved in situations and actually see what it's like out there. Throw some dollars into the charity cause.
Here's the 0-2. Curveball. Pop fly. Nathan's coming around, has to make some distance, takes the catch comfortably.
Well, it's never going to be a problem for Tucker Nathans, is that he's got some wheels out there.
And the first out is recorded. Now, I'm looking over, it's Taylor again, because we do have the bonus batter batting at 9. But that is Samad Taylor, so not yet.
Not yet.
They've decided, not yet, we've got a lead.
I think it'll be about the 4th or 5th inning where the bonus batter will come in.
So does it have to come in the 9 hole, or can they bring it whenever they want?
I believe the coaches can bring in the bonus bought batter at any stage of proceedings. I'll explain more when it does happen. Taylor is 1 for 1 tonight, and that was a monster over the Pope's Electrical and Data Supplies sign in left field, and now has an 0-1 count here from Moramando.
That's low and in the dirt. Jock is the runner at second. Allender is the runner at first for Team Perkins. One out here. Double play ball would be what Armando wants. Get out of this inning.
We saw him working low on the previous pitch. Oh, flirting with danger as he puts one higher up.
See if you can get him to chase. Good leave by the young man.
Get him to chase one out of a man who's already put you over the fence once. That really is backing yourself. Two and one. And Taylor taking one on the inside.
Well,
he's got the count he wants.
Here comes the green light.
Armando to Taylor. Taylor drills it, third base, picked up off the turf by Trevannion. Goes across to second where Bibbers takes it, and then the ball goes wild from Lutz. Run will score here as Jockers gets home. So one out, one scores, and one gets to second. Team Orange 2-0 up here. New Year's Eve baseball in Canberra.
It's always great. It's always great, Chris.
Now, there's no official scorers here tonight, so it comes down to us, Was.
Yeah. Do you score that a wild throw or an error? I'll tell you what.
I think the throw was wild enough.
Okay, you go out and tell Donald
Lutz he's made an error?
Yeah.
No, I value my life far too much. That's going down as a throwing error on Bibbies for mine.
Here is Cam Warner.
Yes, I'm gutless. I'm happy to admit that Warner takes the first pitch. And I think Armando put a couple of extra mile an hour on that one. I think he might be a little bit frustrated at how that previous pitch played out.
Always frustrating. The double play ball. Here's the 0-1. And that's foul. Down the first base side.
Stays inside the park, and a child down there, young child, a very bright, vivid orange cap, gets a souvenir ball.
0-2 to count on Warner.
Have you put that down as an E3?
I'm not telling you what I put that down as.
I can see your book.
Warner swings through and misses for strike three. That retires the side. They double their lead, Orange. It's 2-0, and I am now going into witness protection. And we'll take a break here on Cavalry Live, powered by Wonky.
2-0. Although the scoreboard's not working and there are no scorers up there, so I could be making up anything at the moment, and you guys don't know. I assure you it is.
Everybody wants a law firm that's with them for the journey. One that can provide comfort and support throughout, no matter the legal challenges. A law firm that's able to steer things in the right direction, even when there may be rough terrain ahead or things are moving too quickly. A law firm who can give you the power to be able to create, grow, protect and transfer wealth. Everybody wants a law firm that's with them for the journey. Chamberlain's Law Firm. We're with you.
When you're looking online for a hotel, have you ever noticed there are so many options for the same location? You don't need to spend hours searching through them all. Just book direct with Abode Hotels. One search is all you need. Abode Hotels.
It's the festive holiday season. Make sure your car is ready to go the distance this summer. Give us a call to book in your pre-holiday safety inspection on 1300 727 320 at NYE Automotive in Fishwick.
Over there. Okay, we are down to 2 chairs. Let's get rid of that one. 3 goes into 2.
There we go. We're back at the musical chairs game.
And it's not just musical chairs on the sideline.
Yeah, Reece Neat is into the game. As you and I have decided on a great strategy here so that I don't have to go into witness protection.
I'm here to save you, Bacon.
It's not E4 or E3, it's just E.
E. Just going to go down the books as an E, and we'll let them work out later who gets scored for the error. That way we don't have to upset Kyron Bibbis, who it's the first time I've seen him play, and I don't have to upset Donald Lutz, who, you remember the Bugs Bunny cartoons where, there was a cartoon where he'd grab him, smack him on top of the head and drive him into the ground like a hammer hitting a nail. That's what Donald Lutz would be able to do with you and me quite easily. And
I tell you what, Chris, I actually got to see him up close and personal and meet the gentleman today.
He's big. He's also a very nice man.
He's a very nice man, but I tell you, on a baseball field, I've only had one memory of being that close to someone, and that was Yasser Puig. And if you remember very well, what did I describe Yasser Puig as?
I don't remember the exact words.
Donald Lutz is Yasser Puig equals Coke machine on legs.
Yeah.
He is a big man.
He certainly is. Now, we've got to change.
Reece Need is now into the game. He didn't see a lot of action on the weekend. I think he only threw in one game.
So maybe that was the conversation that Wardy was having with Frank Gailey earlier, and the first pitch from Neat to Lee Mills is set a long way into the sky and travels into the wind and goes over the back of Dave's dugout dog stand. Did you have a dugout dog tonight?
It was fantastic.
How good are they?
Fantastic. 0-1 is the count on Lee Mills. Here's the pitch from Neat. That's low and misses. 1-1.
Got a text that's come up from the bunker there saying class it as a wild throw.
Oh, you know what? You go over there and tell them that. Yes. Mills fouls another one back, and the count is 1-2.
So that one also goes over the back of Dave's dugout dogs. I was talking to Dave earlier. He wanted us to pass on a shout out to Edge, to his son Eric, or Edge, who was hoping to come tonight but couldn't make it this evening. So Edge, your dad's working very hard. He's thinking of you tonight, and hopefully we get to catch up with you at the ballpark in 2021. 0-2. So Neat ahead in the count here as he puts one high. Mills just watches it glide by past his chin. 1-2.
Count is 2-2, my friend. That's why Warwick uses a scorebook.
Thank you.
2-2. Neat to Mills. That is right there and called looking. Neat retires the first one he faces.
Change in pitcher. Not much of a change in what's going on out there. That's 7 in a row. Sat down by the Team Orange pitching staff. Good day to Reece Neat's family. I know they're watching at the Neat family homestead in Queensland and hoping to come to Canberra for some baseball in the not too distant future. Batting 8 for the Cavalry is the second baseman, Kyron Bibius. I don't know much about him. I know he's from South Africa, and I don't know much else beyond that.
He bats right-handed.
He does. There we go. That's two things we know.
We're on fire. Here's the 0-1.
He wears nice white batting gloves. There's 3.
And he takes a high curveball, evens the count at 1-1.
Letting go of that one just a fraction late, I think. It just seemed to stick to the fingers on the way out.
We don't say stick. Pitching, no. Here's the 1-1. That one's there. There you go.
Yeah, that's what he was trying to do. That one that came away at the intended release point. Does that sound better?
It does sound better, my friend. 1-2. That pitch was as deadly as the San Diego Padres acquisitions of the last couple of days.
What's going on there?
1-2. And that's right there, called looking.
So he's got 2 of them in a row, struck out looking.
And we are back to the top to Mikey Reynolds.
He's a hard man to pick, Reece Neat. Now, we mentioned a few fan experiences that are happening here at the ballpark this evening. Was after the next out, you get to just take a couple of minutes off as we...
Oh, am I going first?
You're going off first.
Why do I have to go off first? Rock, scissors, paper, my friend.
Yeah, you lose.
Mate, no, I don't.
Because I said you're going off first and I got in before you did. Mikey Reynolds takes the first pitch and Reece Neat, he's got such variety.
Okay, hang on.
He's got such variety.
He does indeed, but hang on, back to this.
Yeah.
For years, I have been Robin to your Batman.
Yeah.
Now, I'm Batman,
no,
you're Alfred.
Not yet. Not yet.
Here's the 0-1.
Wait till I go into semi-retirement.
That one's there as well.
Oh, he's just got it on a string at the moment. When he's on fire, when he's on form, he is such a great pitcher to watch, Reece Neat. I could sit here and watch him all day.
And the count 0-2.
Chopper picked up by Taylor, and it goes across. Wilson has to come a couple of steps off the bag, but completes the play. And the 6-3 out is done, and that's 9 up, 9 down for Team White. Keith Ward will be reading the riot act to his batters shortly.
Well, you know what? I'll be a gentleman. I'll be a gentleman for our guest. Okay. He's looking at us, Callum. We're fighting not like a couple of kids.
Thank you, Oz. I'll just turn you off for a minute. There we go. So Warwick Petherbridge steps out of the booth for a moment, and as we have mentioned, we're giving people a chance. We've given people a chance over the last couple of days to bid online for various fan experiences, and amongst those, and we'll start seeing them roll out on the field in-game very soon, but one of them, and I don't know why anyone in their right mind would actually pay money to do this, but as you can see alongside me, we have Jono McLaren, who bid hard, bid often, and really had a red-hot go, and you desperately wanted to do this, Jono, so congratulations, welcome aboard.
Thank you.
You're a die-hard Cavalry fan. We've seen you around the ballpark for ages and ages. My question is, why do you want to be up here doing this?
I don't know, something different. I'm always in the dugout with the players, getting the bats and the foul balls. I just want something different.
Well, this will certainly be different for you, and welcome up here. So you get the choice. You can do the play-by-play, or you can do the colour. Which way would you like to go?
Oh, that's a tough decision. I'd probably just be play-by-play.
You want to do the play-by-play?
I'll give it a go.
You give it a go, mate. You're up here. You've paid the money. That means you are the boss.
Yeah.
So you're up. So here we go. I'll put the book down between us. So you know who's up. We'll just make sure that there hasn't been any changes, because the other thing we've got to look out for is if the bonus batter suddenly comes up.
Oh yeah.
But we haven't got. I don't see them. I don't see anyone who shouldn't be out there. And we've got a change in pitcher as well. So Jimmy Boyce is coming onto the mound. So we'll throw that down there. I hope we'll be able to actually compile some very quick pitching lines that we can go through for our starting pitchers when he rejoins you in the box. But Jimmy Boyce is now out there on the mound, the right-handed pitcher. And I'm just having a quick look down there, and I can see Zach Wilson and Austin Gallagher there, and now Robbie Perkins has come out. So there's no changes in the batting order for you here, Jono. So you're off to a good start. So there's... I wish I could show people at home this now, but so there's your batting lineup. There's your map of who's where in the field.
Okay.
And it's Jimmy Boyce on the mound, which I haven't written down yet, but we'll come to that. Boyce, the right-hander.
No, strike.
Yeah, so he goes in low on the inside. So he'll be working inside to Wilson. 0-1.
Oh, took another swing at that.
Had a big go. Had a very big go. So Wilson, you've seen him from the dugout hit plenty.
Yeah, I have.
You've seen him break plenty of lumber, haven't you, Jono?
Oh, I have no. Yeah, actually, I have. Last season, I did see him break a little bit of lumber.
Just a little on the outside there from Boyce. It's a difficult angle from where we call from here, isn't it? So I'm happy to take the play-by-play if you want to do a bit of colour for us. All right,
that is fine.
So the count now going towards Wilson. Wilson, his previous at-bat, had the single to centre field. And now he's got 2 balls and 2 strikes, I think was the call there from umpire Josh Matavesi. Such a change in trajectory here for Boyce compared to Moromando. A change in direction, the lefty to the righty. I think it's where Wilson likes it, but on the full count. Payoff pitch.
Oh, nice. It's gone out to the... Yep, and he's gone past first base. He's going to run to second and hold there.
Big double to right field there from Zach Wilson. So he's 2 for 2 tonight. And he'll be looking to turn that into another mark on the scoreboard, with Team Orange leading 2-0 here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And now out comes Austin Gallagher. Lefty grounded into a double play, 6-3 double play.
I'm a lefty as well. I like the lefties.
Okay. Bottom outside corner for strike 1. So Boyce certainly not having any issues finding where he wants to put the ball. There's a good look over at second, and then it's lowered inside. It's gone down to the dirt there. Wilson thinks about going.
Yeah, he was thinking about it.
He's got such great situational awareness, hasn't he, Zach Wilson?
He's
just. What's he like in the dugout? What are they like in the dugout?
So,
that's an experience I've never had. So you tell me, Jono, what's that like?
So Zach is actually a very quiet person. He sits by himself, mostly in the dugout. But yeah, he's one of the more quiet players in the dugout.
Foul ball behind him from Austin Gallagher. Is there a jokester? Is there someone who likes to have a bit of fun, or should we best leave that?
Oh, I think I'd leave that.
Okay, all right. That sounds to me like you know somebody, and you're not going to dive
No,
in.
I can't give away all the secrets from the dugout.
Right. Got to wait till I pay to go in the dugout, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, all right. I'll leave it at that. That'll get into the gap. Wilson will probably come home on this. He had a huge lead off from second. No, he gets held up at third, so it's just a single to left field from Gallagher. But now it's runners at the corners. Did you have a preference tonight? The team white or the team orange?
I don't. I think more orange than white. But yeah, but we're doing well, the orange.
Tell you what, they're missing you down there. The players are coming out of the dugout to get the bats.
I know they're missing me out there. It's such a good. I'm actually doing
Come back to that in a second. Robbie Perkins in the batter's box. It runners at the corners and none out.
Oh,
that's fouled away.
Yeah, I'm doing bat boy for both teams. So when the other team's batting, I just run over to the other dugout. So it got me working tonight.
I reckon Perkins didn't get anything on that. I think that's actually come off the catcher's helmet or glove. He's got something on this. It's a chopper. It bounces once to be picked up by Reynolds across to Lutz. It's a double play, but another run will score. 3 innings in a row that the lead-off man has made it home for the Orange team.
Yeah, really good.
So you're zipping backwards and forwards between the two dugouts.
Yeah, I am, because we don't have a second bat boy. But I must say, I think I'm the oldest bat boy in the ABL. I don't really think there's anyone as old as me.
And how long have you been doing that? Stand by, or you just see the Jockers have a swing through at the first pitch?
So this is my second season.
I'm saying when Jockers was out previously, he hit the single to left field in his previous at-bat. He's really the 21st century baseballer in this side. Comes out first pitch and has the swing. When I was growing up, he always took the first pitch.
That was a bit of a bounce.
Boys going for the 59.5 footer there, bouncing about a foot short of home plate. So it levels the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. And Jockers takes the next, which catches the outside corner. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Now on the inside, so levels up at 2 and 2. So sorry, you're telling us how long you've been a bat boy for?
This is my second year. So it all started with Brian, who asked me if I wanted to be a bat boy.
So Brian Grenning?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes, I'm really good friends with him.
He's a good man, Brian Grenning. That's going to get through. No, it's not. Great little pickup from Reynolds. Turns, spins, throws the ball, gets it to Lutz and completes the play. Sharp stuff.
I know, that's really, really good action out there.
So we've got 3 innings in the books. And it is 3-0 to Team Orange. Sharp spinning play by the shortstop. Reynolds, well, Jono, this is the best part now. You get to throw to a break on Cavalry Live. Can you give it a crack for us?
Yep. So we're just going to go to a break here on Cavalry Live.
Cafes run on it, as does the public service. The Brumbies are fueled by it. It's in Gordon, Page and Warramanga. It powers the city. Canberra Milk, proudly ours.
mate?
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
This is Callum Murray.
Calamari to the seafood aisle.
Calamari. Why'd they name you that?
I take you.
Calamari.
Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare iced coffee.
We're back here on Cavalry Live. I've kicked Chris Coleman out of his chair for a moment. It is Warwick Petybridge and Jono McLaren. How you going so far, Jono?
Pretty good, good.
That's the way, mate. That's what we like to hear.
You've got a pretty good view up here.
Tucker Nathans, Donald Lutz, Baz Noy. The White guys have got to get something going, Jono, don't they?
They do.
You like Tucker? You like how he hits?
I do. He's a good guy.
He is indeed. He steps in tonight. It's his turn to face Neat. 0 for 1. That one just misses. Yeah, I still score the old-fashioned way, mate, with the scorebook. As Tucker tries to send that one to Canberra Airport. I'm a shoe guy. Do you like his shoes?
Yeah, I do. They're very, very orange.
Is it like my shoes?
I didn't know about that.
Look at that. He's part of the team already here on Cavalry Live, Jono. Here's the 1-1. Right along the inside. It's a good view from up here, isn't it, mate?
It is an excellent view from up here. It's better than the view in the dugout.
Oh, I don't know, mate. I reckon I trade with you pretty quickly. That's a good spot to be. What do you think here down in the count? 1-2. You think Need will throw the curve at him?
Don't know.
Well, I'm glad it's neither you nor I that has to take in a bat tonight, mate.
No.
Here's the 1-2 from Neat. Nathan swings through and strikes out.
I'm more of a pitcher than a batter.
Yeah? What do you throw? If I was in the box, what's the Jono special?
Well, I play social league, so we have to play slow pitch baseball, which is interesting. So, but yeah, I throw inside, outside. I try to throw them fast, but they won't let me do it.
throw a little bit of chin music every now and then?
Yeah.
One out. Donald Lutz.
Oh.
Hasn't he been a great acquisition for the Cavalry this year?
He has been, yeah.
Returning after a decade away. Part of that Bandits dynasty of 4 in a row. Back in the nation's capital. Trying to kickstart his team. Here's the 1-0. That's high. All right. Chris and I are always great with our crazy predictions, Jono. What happens now? What do you think?
He is going to hit it. No. That was a bit of a guess there.
2 balls and 1 strike is the count on Donald Lutz. I reckon you might be right, mate. I reckon Lutz is due. Here's the 2-1.
Yep, there you go, right middle.
Oh, look at that for a play. Samed Taylor, the shortstop, who was fielding in the shift. With a great backhand. But Lutz is aboard. Baz Noy, as Chris alluded to earlier, one of the new additions to this Cavalry squad this year. Oh yeah, first hit for Team Lutz by the captain. As Noy swings through for strike 1. All right, you did all right for your first time. Now what happens now?
What happens now?
What do we got? Look, so you've got your middle infielders there at double play depth.
I don't know. I reckon it might strike him out completely.
All right. And quickly Noyes down 0-2. As Nostradamus, Jono has joined us in the box on Cavalry Live. He's doing a great job. Here's the 0-2.
Oh, outside.
Great pitch though from Neat when you're up 0-2, Jono. Trying to get him to chase. He didn't chase.
No, he didn't.
Lutz leads away from first for the Cavalry White. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch to Noy. Fly ball into right field. And well taken.
Yeah.
Well taken by the right fielder. That is John Allender. And he's 2 out.
Now I know this next player very well.
Jack Middleton. And how do you know him very well?
Oh, just from the dugout. He's a very friendly guy. So, yeah.
I had a chance to meet him and introduce myself this afternoon. He seems, very polite and friendly.
Yeah.
All right, come on. What's Jack going to do for us?
He is going to strike for the first one. Oh, you're not.
You're great, mate. Here we go. We're in the top half of the fourth of this 7-inning game. You're on Cavalry Live. Here's the pitch from Neat. And that curveball is starting to drop on a dime.
But I've seen him hit a home run in that All-Stars game. So I know he can hit a home run.
So 1-1. Lutz leads away from first. And that's the one that's right down Broadway. I bet you if you were playing in your fast pitch league, that's the one that you'd swing at, wouldn't you, Jono? That's the one.
I swing at everything. So,
after my own heart, here's the 1-2.
It's just. Oh.
There are some of us out there still, Chris Coleman. Doesn't matter where it is. That's right, brother. You go at it.
Yeah, that's right.
2-2. Here you go. I'll let you call this one.
Oh, and
it's
caught out
by the right fielder Olander to retire the side. We are halfway through 4. It is Warwick Pettibridge, Jono McLaren with you on Cavalry Live. And I'll tell you, I'm going to swap out and let Chris jump back in. We'll let you do another half, mate. You're doing a good job. Pleasure to work with you.
You too.
I expect half of your royalty check.
Okay, Jono. Now the pressure's on. We're going to give you this next batter. And the play-by-play is all yours, my friend. Okay.
All right.
So I'll flip the book to this side. So make sure we haven't had any further pitching changes. Still looks like Jimmy Boyce out there, so we're okay. So, we've got a guest in the outfield, have we? What have we got? Hang on.
If you have a look there he is, Benny Wilson. He was the one of the winners of the actual at-bat experience, the bonus batter. You'll explain this, Chris.
Okay, so this is a bonus batter. Now, I'll take this on, Jono, because this is where it's going to get a little bit complicated. So, now Benny Wilson is one of our bonus batter winners here. Now Wilson will come into bat, and if he gets out, he gets out. It doesn't count as an out towards the team.
Okay.
Right? If he gets on base, if he gets a hit and gets on base, he's allowed to stay out there. He's allowed to make his way around the base paths, and if he can score, then the run will count for Team Orange. So they've got a 3-run lead as we go into the bottom of the fourth, and what a buzz this would be. Ben, he's got the gum going. I like the gum.
Oh, yeah, it's got to have the gum.
And he's a 21st century batter, isn't he?
Yep.
Goes for the swing of the first one. I like to see him he's in the Boss Monaroa jersey 45 there. Oh, well. He gets a round of applause for a foul ball. How often do you see that?
Not very often. Not very often at all.
paid handsomely for the experience. And swings through, strikes out on 3 pitches. Does Ben Wilson. And there's a collective sigh of disappointment around the ballpark. But the bonus batter, Ben Wilson, on three pitches, strikes out. Were you tempted to have a go at that, Jono, or did you think, no, I don't want to be out there to bat. I don't want to be out there in the outfield. I think we've got someone in the outfield as well, actually, just looking out to left field. We do. I'll talk about that in a second. But you weren't tempted for that?
No, because I knew I would strike out. So I would rather be up here in this nice box.
So hopefully we can get out to the left field area as we see the next batter. That would be John Allender, and he sends the ball straight back at the pitcher. Boyce turns around and gets it to Lutz, and the 1-3 players out. So that is actually the first out, even though it's the second out. That's the first official out. So hopefully we can get a shot of out there in left field. We have Darcy Ryan on the outfield experience, standing there with Lee Mills. So we've effectively got an extra outfielder at the moment. As in comes Ollie Davies. So this is where it's going to get very confusing now with extra batters and extra fielders. The next pitch comes, and that's a nice piece from Davies, but it skips up for Bibis.
And got him out.
So the 4-3 play. So all the runs were coming fast and furious early for the...
Oh, look, we've got a new bat boy.
And they've got a new bat boy. Who's that? Who's stolen your job?
I know. Doing a good job out there.
I wonder if that's Darryl Holder, who's on the dugout experience.
Yeah, it might be, actually.
There we go. So it's all go here, Jono.
I know, it's all happening.
People after your job, people after my job, people after the outfielders' jobs. It's all going on. As we see now, Samad Taylor. Jimmy Boyce fools him. With 2 outs. Here we go. There's Darcy Ryan. Out there in the outfield, in the left field. And I don't know whether I'd be wanting the ball to come to me or whether it would just be nice to be out there.
I think I'd rather just be out there. I wouldn't want the pressure.
What you couldn't see off to the side of that, off to the left of that shot, was Lee Mills, who's playing in left field for Team White, is out there providing some guidance. So 1-2 the count on Taylor. I know that the players are all going to try and hit it to left field. That's chin music for you. Is that your stuff?
Yeah, that's my stuff.
That's your stuff, Jono? That's the stuff.
Sometimes I hit players as well. I really do. So I'm savage out there.
Savage soft pitch baseball.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, this one's got a long way up. I thought it was going out to left field, but it's actually coming back towards us, and I think it's wound up behind the grandstand. So I thought for a moment there, Darcy Ryan in the outfield was going to be called into play. A little bit of fun here. We'll have the fun in the middle innings, and then we'll get the 5th and 6th and 7th. And again, high and inside. I'll level the count at 2-2. We get the serious stuff to finish it all up. Can Team White, can Team Lutz draw back this 3-run lead that they've given away and in the dirt this time from Boyce. So now the full count. What would you do on a full count, Jono?
Swing.
Just like that. It's gone out towards left field. Darcy Ryan chasing it back. And it gets to the fence. Lee Mills actually picks it up.
Oh,
so it goes to Darcy, gets to throw it into second, and it's a stand-up double to Samad Taylor.
That is also a double with Samad Taylor. He's a dugout presence, giving his wisdom to Team Orange.
There we go. So that is indeed, you may have seen come out there, Darcy Holder in the dugout as well, coming out to help to pick up the bat. As Samad Taylor has made it round to second, and Darcy Ryan, well, that one went over his head. Lee Mills had it pretty well covered out there at the fence.
Yeah, he did.
But Darcy got to make the throw in, and now with 2 outs, there's a runner on at second, and Cam Warner comes into bat. And Jimmy Boyce, I think that might have been the breaking ball that didn't break. I think that was the one that he was trying to get to drop late that just sat there on the table and didn't fall off the edge. 1-0.
Swing at that.
Had a go, didn't he?
It did.
Had a go. So 1-1. So my question for you, Jono, we'll put the prediction hat on here. Will Team Orange score a run in this inning? Will they convert the runner at second into a run with 2 outs?
No. See, right here, they're going to... Danny's out.
I love that. You wait till it gets hit. You're a very smart man. You're a very smart man, Jono. As Cam Warner hits it to Trevelyan and across to Lutz, the 5-3 play. That's the third out for the inning. Jono, it's been great to have you up in the box. Thank you for supporting the Cavalry's major partner for this year in Lifeline and bidding so generously to be a part of this as we see another of our auction winners there in Darcy Ryan jogging off to the ground. We'd best let you get down there before someone steals your job as bat boy.
Yeah, I know. I better get back to work. I'll have a kinky afternoon.
Good on you, Jono. Jono McLaren filling in as a guest here this evening on Cavalry Live. He bid handsomely for the privilege and was great to have him up here, and Warwick Petherbridge will rejoin us shortly. But it's the bottom of the fourth and it's 3-0 to Team Perkins in the Cavalry Orange.
Cafes run on it, as does the public service. The Brumbies are fueled by it. It's in Gordon, Page and Warramanga. It powers the city. Canberra Milk, proudly ours.
G'day, mate.
Mr. Murray, have you decided on a name?
We're thinking Callum.
This is Callum Murray.
Calamari to the seafood aisle.
Calamari. Why'd they name you that?
I take you.
Calamari.
Let's make it Jack.
Drink it through with Dare iced coffee.
Pitching number 23, Stephen Kent. Troy Larkins, all I can say.
We are back here on Cavalry Live, and that is the familiar face of Steve Kent. And if I just heard what I heard on the PA, do you want to get up our competition winners there, Chris?
So what have we got? We got a competition winner in the batter's box again.
He's come out to have his at bat, but he's won and bid for, and look who you got to face.
So Troy Larkins, it's the moment of a lifetime for Troy Larkins as the bonus batter,
and he has to face Steve Kent.
So we have Troy Larkins out there now, and then out in left field we have Jenny Blasey, as you can see on your screen there. Jenny Blasey getting some expert guidance from Ollie Davies.
That's it. This is good though. She's got the middle.
She's got the glove. He's giving the guidance. So Jenny was massively generous, and Jenny didn't just pick up the outfield experience. She also picked up the batting practice experience. And we might talk about that batting practice experience after this half inning is concluded. But let's see what Troy Larkins has got. He's facing Steve Kent, and Steve Kent goes right high and inside. That has gone through. I reckon that's only missed his nose by about 4 inches.
Welcome to professional baseball, Troy. Here comes Kent. Here's the 0-1.
To his credit, he had a swing at it, and he's had a swing at the second one. I asked Jono when Jono McLaren was in the box before and Ben Wilson was batting, I said, what would you do? And he said, I'd swing at everything. Can't say I blame him.
Look at the nervous look, son, in Kev's chair. Here's the 0-2 from Kent.
And the look. Oh, hello. Troy's just giving a little bit of lip there, I think.
But yeah, Jen Blasey out in left field. So yeah, donated and won the batting practice experience, and is now out in left field. And the 1-2 is high. 2-2. Now remember, if he gets on base, he's got to run.
Oh yeah. Would you put it past Steve Kent to actually give him the walk and have some real fun out there? Try and pick him off at first. Did he check the swing? It doesn't matter. He's checked the swing on a strike.
Oh no, count is
2 and 2. I thought it was a 2-2 count previous to that.
I thought it was too. I think maybe they just gave him the first one as a warm-up swing.
Well, possibly, as it went straight past his nose. Anyway, it's 2 balls and 2 strikes, I think.
Troy
Larkins. There you
Hello.
go.
He looks up and he gives the nod to Steve Kent. I'll tell you what, mate. Here we go. He's fire.
I hope he's got his obituary written high or low and inside. He swings back out of the way.
And that's a walk.
He's got the walk.
He's on base. And now he's got to run.
And he's turned around and he's underarmed the bat back at the towards the dugout. And Darryl Holder, the dugout experience winner, has come out to pick up the bat. So it's all go here. And Troy Larkins gets on base. Now, how do we score this?
Straight fire, on base, in track pants. You got to love that he's on base in the track pants.
I think it's fabulous.
Trevannion steps in.
I would have been out there in jeans.
Here we go. Oh, foul back. And we are in the top half of the fifth inning here on Cavalry Live.
Now can we? I hope we're keeping a camera on Larkins to see what kind of a lead he's getting.
Yes.
I reckon our third base camera could probably keep an eye on Larkins over there at first. As Trevannion takes the next one from Kent, and Kent tries to get the breaking ball that sat up a little bit.
Count is 1-1. I'll tell you what, I've got Kent. You've got our mate Troy.
I'll stay with our man Troy Larkins over here at first. He's giving himself absolutely no lead off. Now he takes 3 steps off the bag.
High and inside, and the count is 2 balls and 1 strike. There he is in the background of the picture there.
There we go.
Oh no, what's he doing?
He's withdrawn from the game. They're getting him out of there, probably for his own safety more than anything else.
Fouled back to the screen.
That's a disappointment.
I'll tell you what.
I was told that they were going to be allowed to continue on their way around the paths.
There you go, though. Look, he's got high fives and congratulations. I tell you what, there is no amount of money that you could pay me to take that at bat from Steve Kent. Here's the 2-2. And he swings at the high one and misses.
Well, Troy Larkins will forever have a spot in my scorebook as the bonus batter who got on with a walk. As Trevannion strikes out and Lee Mills comes in.
Mills 0 for 1.
Now, I did say there would be more about the batting practice experience when we get to the middle of the 5th, was.
Oh.
Just stand by on that.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem.
Gallagher just takes that on the 1 hop. Easy as you like over to Wilson, and they're at 2 out. Have I heard that this half of the inning has 17 outs? For those who are wondering why I'm stalling,
you'll find out in due time.
Well, let's hope Jen gets a ball out there. Here's the pitch from Kent. I'll tell you, these two great mates, Mills and Kent. Mills.
No, this is Kyron Bibbis. Mills out. Mills struck out. Mills had the 5-3 and out.
Oh, he did too.
Bibbis.
See, I go out for a second and all kinds of chaos happens. He swings through that one, and that retires the side. And I now do believe that a stitch up is coming. So
we might have to hold off on it for a minute.
Well, it's the middle.
Yeah, no, but we might just have to hold off as we see. Let's say about Jenny Blassie as she makes her way off the ground. So she bid to win the batting practice experience and was the number 1 bidder there and was the number 2 bidder for the outfield experience. So really has had a great day at the park here. And as you can see, big fan of Zach Wilson, and not just sporting the Rainbow Pride top for the Cavalry, but also a pair of Canberra Cavalry Rainbow Pride socks. I tried to get a pair of those last season and they sold out in next to no time.
I was also going to say, as we've hit stretch time at MIT Ballpark, that jersey was auctioned. So she bought that last year in the auction. They auctioned the Pride jerseys off, I believe, for Lifeline.
And they weren't cheap.
And she was very happy as before the game, Zach Wilson took the time to sign the jersey for her. As here's the pitching change for Team Lutz. James Aubrey comes into the game.
So James Aubrey comes in.
There he is, Zach Wilson.
He'll be enjoying this, coming in with a 3-run lead, and he's 2 for 2.
There's some of the spectators there in the stands. We are midway through. We're already at the middle of 5.
7-inning baseball. It flies, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
We're only an hour and a quarter in. We've had an extra batter in each side. It will be Wilson, to be followed by Gallagher, and then Perkins. Wilson 2 for 2 tonight. He has converted one of those into a run as well.
No, it's not.
Oh, hello. What have we got here?
See the gentleman walking towards our batter with giving him the helmet and the moon boot. That is Chavez Young, one of the 2 Toronto Blue Jays players.
Now, I'm not sure, but are they giving Darryl? That's not Darryl, is it?
No, Darryl's the gentleman in the background.
In the background there. You can see him over in the Turkeys jersey, the Thanksgiving Day jersey. Is this it's not Ben. It's not Troy. I don't know who this is.
But he's having an at bat, and he's taking a called strike, and the hard will be going about 190.
We've got another batter here, and we have no idea who this is.
But he had Chavez Young there in the background. He fouls it off. Well done there, sir.
Bat on ball is our mystery bonus batter.
Well, I heard there might be a couple. While Jono was up here with you. All donations to Lifeline Canberra, our great friends, as that one misses. Great restraint. It is 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, the competition's on now to see if anyone can actually get out onto the base. I wouldn't be facing James Aubrey. That ball comes down from a great height, hangs the bat out at it, fouls it straight back up the first baseline.
You see him in the background of that shot in the moon boot. Chavez Young.
He's having a great time. He's really got some encouragement going. Love it.
I tell you what, Chris, we need someone like him as our hype man. Just his positivity. And here's the 1-2. Hey!
Fouled off into the netting. Well, bat on ball here. I don't know who this gentleman is, but the roll of the eyes on the foul ball there, he knows he can do better.
Imagine if he punches one out. This will be brilliant. Here's the 1-2
again. The place will go off.
And it takes, after all the hard work, he watches the fastball down the middle.
Yeah, that was a very striking strike, wasn't it? It was just straight down the middle of the road.
Matthew Gibson with a great donation to Lifeline and an impressive at bat. But now batting the first.
I think the name was Matthew Dixon. I was trying to pick it up from grounded out to Matt Percy. We don't have an outside microphone feed tonight, so I think it was Matthew Dixon. But well done him to get out there and have a go.
Here's Zach Wilson, 2 for 2. He lays off the first one.
The score remains 3-0 as we're in the bottom of the 5th.
He has hit that very high into the night. The left fielder heading back, track, wall. Goodbye. Now, I know that doesn't count to what? Does that count to? No.
It doesn't count to anything, but it'll make Zach feel pretty good as he goes 3 for 3 tonight with a single to a single to centre, a single to right, and now a home run to left. So he's peppered them all over the outfield and out of the park, and that one into the Wilson Candlers detailing lot. I don't think it quite made it to the line of cars there, but it's certainly gone for all money, and it's 4-0 to Cavalry Orange, Team Perkins.
Gallagher. 1 for 2. Takes ball 1. James Aubrey. And that is lined straight up the middle. Tucker Nathans collects it quite comfortably in centre field.
That's a single to Austin Gallagher.
Robbie Perkins.
Now batting the catcher, number 9, Robbie Perkins.
Robbie Perkins is of the 8 batters that we're working through here tonight for both sides, but Robbie Perkins, one of only 2 batters for Team Orange yet to register a hit here.
Oh, now he's going to explode. Oh, he's popped
or not.
He's popped it up. They're all converging. He's got it. Left fielder calls it off. Great take. Oh, don't you wish it was an inning earlier?
Would have been fabulous to watch. Who was out there? Darcy Ryan or Jenny Blasey chasing that. But on the 5-7, Robbie Perkins the first out in the bottom of the 5th inning. And here comes Taylor Jockers.
Gotta love it that he's walking up to Michael Bolton. Gotta give him props for that.
Well, he's got the hair to match. He's got the long flowing, like he's going to kill me for that, long flowing locks out the back of the helmet. And I figured I was already in, I may as well just keep digging the hole. At least I didn't try and error on Donald Lutz earlier.
Look, mate. 1-0 pitch. And that one misses. Counts 2 balls. Look, if you need me, my name is now Esteban Powell.
Homer Thompson.
I think he's talking to you. As that is a cold strike. As we've descended into chaos here on Cavalry Live. We've missed you. Well, Chuckers pops that third base side. Coming around. And takes the catch, Trevanian. And there are now 2 out.
Now batting the right fielder, number 69, John Allender.
John Allender, he's 1 for 2.
We haven't seen a lot of pop flies tonight, have we?
No, it's all in.
Yeah, in fact, that would be... Would that be the first one we've seen tonight? I reckon it would be.
No, Robbie Perkins flew out.
Yeah, he made it to the outfield though.
And then he's inside for ball 1.
Where do you draw the definition between a pop fly and a fly? Hard hit foul ball. And I was going to say off into Snake Gully, but that's actually hit the cable, I think.
Yep. And it's gone right into the dugout, and a fan takes the ball and hands it to the young child. 1-1.
Don't see too many hit the cable that supports the net here. And that has gone a long way back, but I reckon Nathans will have this covered. He gets underneath it, sets it, pops the glove up and takes the comfortable catch out there in deep left centre field. Now, before we go to the break, let's take 20 seconds here. So Jenny Blasey was one of our prize winners earlier who won the right to batting practice, but there was someone else who won some batting practice earlier, and let's see if we can roll a videotape and see who that might be. And that's an Akron Ducks.
That's an Akron Rubber Ducks jumper, Chris. Look at that. Look at that form.
And who's that? Yeah. How far off the infield did they go?
I got a few over.
Yeah.
Keith Ward throwing batting practice. There's look at that. Look at the form. No step.
No step. Absolutely no step. And digging it out with a shovel, my friend.
Hey, mate, you know what? Sometimes it ain't about how you do it. It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning. And I'll tell you what, I will treasure that moment for forever.
So to get out there and take some BP out there before the game, what was that like?
And I tell you what, and it wasn't Wardy. Keith Ward, manager Keith Ward, threw batting practice, and he threw a couple of curveballs at me. One I got. One, the first one I had no hope. I haven't swung a bat since September.
Is this a proposal?
It is.
Is this a proposal? Well, there we go. That is Canberra Cavalry CEO Dan Amodio and his lovely lady Kirsten and their son Elvis, and they've gone out to play Toss the Boss, and instead of Toss the Boss, it's the boss gets a new boss. Dan, your life's about to change dramatically, and Kirsten, congratulations, you're going to be in charge now. It's a whole new world out there, and it's amazing what happens at the ballpark. And I say, how often do you hear me say this? When you come to the baseball wars, you're going to see something you've never seen before. And I've never witnessed a proposal at a baseball game in the past.
And you've got to give Kirsten props, considering that, to keep it a secret from Dan in his own ballpark.
She's done well. I was talking to her before the game. She didn't give anyone a clue that was coming up. So congratulations to Kirsten and Dan. and we might just have to stick around after the game for a quick celebratory bit of bubbly. Now, Sonny Singh, Cavalry GM's just wandered in. Was that a proposal we just saw out there? That was a legit proposal we just saw out there. Sonny is nodding.
So we assume then yes, it's legit because Sonny is nodding.
And we're just saying that means that the boss here at the Cavalry's now got a new boss. He doesn't know how his life is about to change because Kirsten will now be in charge of everything because that's how it works. Sonny, you're here. Do you have a message for us? Thumbs up, thumbs down. Do you have something? Yes. Would this be in relation to how much money we've raised tonight by any chance? Yes. Excellent.
Hang on. You talk to him. Steve Kent's actually going to pitch as we come back to the game. And that's high for ball one.
So we're going to get Sonny to scribble down a number here.
Just give him your headset for a minute. We're experienced together, mate. Just give him your headset. Here's the bench pitch again. Sonny Singh, Cavalry GM, joining us here on Cavalry Live. Hey, mate.
Hello, Woz. This was unexpected.
No, how did we go? We raised some money for Lifeline Canberra tonight.
Yeah, we have. We've just with some of the more exclusive pieces that you've seen on the field in the last 15, 20 minutes, some heart-tensive moments, especially with Kenty throwing a couple to some people that might not have swung a bat before in their past time. But we've raised close to 2K just with those auctions alone.
Here's the pitch from Kent. Reynolds out to left field and deep. And that's off the wall, and Reynolds will go into second with a double. And finally, something stirring for Team Lutz. Just how important, Sonny, just before we let you go, just how important to the Cavalry and to Canberra is Lifeline?
Oh, they've been a tremendous partner, a charity partner for us for some time. It was just nice that this season, in a year where everyone's struggling, not just businesses, but charities as well, in a year where mental health has become more topical than ever. It was a really important thing for us to be able to associate ourselves with an organisation that's been part of the Cavalry family for so long.
Kent to Nathans. I'm sorry, I apologise. We've lost our graphics on the screen. We've lost our score bug. But Reynolds is the batter at second. So yes. So just confirming, that was legit. That wasn't. Kirsten has stitched Dan up in his own ballpark.
Absolutely, yeah.
Fantastic. We love it.
There's been a couple of people that have been in on it. Usually a secret is not overly well kept here at MIT Ballpark.
Nope.
So
You don't say.
so it was nice that we were able to keep that one away from Dan.
As we pause for the pitch from Kent. And that's in there for a called strike. There's 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sonny Singh, we will let you go because you look like you've got a million things to do and not a lot of time to do anything.
Always do. Thanks, Woz.
No worries. Canberra Cavalry GM Sonny Singh. With nearly 2K raised for Lifeline Canberra. You can still donate. 1 and 2. As Chris Kelman joins us back. You back?
I'm back.
You're back.
I'm here.
Our other part of the trilogy's in the box too. Here's the pitch. And that's high, and the count is now full on Nathan's.
So they've got to be patient here now, haven't they?
No, it's foot on the gas. It's time to go, mate. You trail by 4. And remember, it's 7 innings, not 9.
Yeah, but you've got a runner on and you've got none out.
Foot on the gas,
and you've got a full count your way. I know you think that's a hitter's count, and so does Tucker Nathans apparently. Fouls it away. Count remains 3 and 2.
You got your 2, 3, 4 metre the order. Up against one of the best pitchers this Cavalry lineup has ever seen in Steve Kent. Count is full to Nathans. Here's the payoff. And it's high and he walks him. So
runners first and second.
This is the inning for Team Lutz now. Runners at first and second and none out. If they're going to start making a dent in this lead. The immortal words of John Cena, your time is up, my time is now. I tell you what, this is quickly becoming my new favourite walk-up song here at MIT Ballpark.
Well, if ever there was a man who could do it, it's this man, Donald Lutz. There have been many famous duels between him and Steve Kent in the past.
Throws the high breaking pitch. Lutz not fooled by that one. Lutz fouls it off and evens the count at 1-1. That bounces over the grandstand.
We haven't seen a lot of Keith Ward tonight. Just saw him wander into shot there.
He's just doing the rounds. Lutz fouls another one off. And that splintered the bat.
Yep, and there's a splinter. Centre screen. Just a quick mention of Lifeline. We've talked about Lifeline Canberra a couple of times here. Of course, you can donate to Lifeline Canberra. lifelinecanberra.org.au/donate. If you'd like to make a donation, such an important service every week. At least one Canberran loses their life to suicide every day. Lifeline Canberra telephone crisis supporters prevent the loss of many more. So if you would like to make a donation, and donations to Lifeline of more than $2 are tax deductible. $26 is the cost of a Lifeline phone call. People might realise how much it costs to actually put on a service like Lifeline. If you'd like to make a donation, $26 may just save a life. lifelinecanberra.org.au/donate.
1-2 is the count on Lutz. Here's the pitch. And that's low in the dirt, and the count is 2-2. Oh, shop talk.
Yeah, a little bit. Little bit.
Alex Mallion, the other part of the Canberra Cavalry commentary puzzle, has joined us in the box. And he's just looked at Chris and they're talking shop. Here's where it is again. Lutz pops it up. Taylor in, he calls everyone off. But it's infield fly, runners at first and second. There's third base umpire.
Pete Cartwright over there.
Pete Cartwright signalled quite quickly. Straight up. Infield fly. Batter is out. As now it'll be Basnoy.
I've had people ask, people who don't watch a lot of baseball, ask why does the infield fly exist? Because if
stops the triple play.
Stops the triple play. If that ball had been, if there was no such thing as the infield fly, wait for this pitch.
Beautiful called strike there on the outside for Kent.
Yeah, so if that ball, back in ye olde days in baseball, unscrupulous players would come in and just let it bounce off the glove and it would fall to the ground, and then suddenly they'd be able to pick it up, turn around and throw it, and get the out at second, the out at first, or the out at third, the out at second, and the out at first. And so it was deemed unsporting. So it became, the ball was likely to be caught. And it doesn't have to be in the infield either. It can go to shallow to the outfield as well. We saw one of those in a World Series match a couple of years ago, if I remember rightly.
As Noy goes down. And there are now 2 outs. This is for Team Lutz, this is a critical at bat. Jack Middleton. Runners on.
Well, John McLaren, our guest caller earlier, big fan of Jack Middleton, said he hit a home run in the All-Star game here not too long ago. Was it a decent one, Alex? Were you here that night? Where'd it go? Over the fence.
He swings through and misses on the first pitch from Kenny.
That's why he's the best.
Alex Mallion and Chris Coleman, the best pair in the business.
I was going to say, I don't drop into the major league lines very often, but that's why he's the best colour man in the business, Monty Mallion. There we go.
Here's the 0-1 from Kent to Middleton. Curve is high. I love that. For those who didn't hear Alex's response, Chris just went, where did he hit it? It was in which direction? And Alex goes, over the fence. Classic. That training's really paying off for you. 1-1 the count on Middleton. And he gets one under one. And that's out to right field. And Allender puts it away, and that will end the top half of the 6th inning. It is still 4-0 in favour of Team Perkins over Team Lutz.
And we're only at 8:30. I don't know if we've got any viewers over there in New Zealand this evening who are exponents of the 7-inning ball game at home, and hopefully we get the Tuatara back into the ABL next season, but that's why they have the 7-inning ball games, to get them over and done with quickly in a 2-hour TV time slot, and we're well on target for that here this evening. If only they'd given us the KO time slot for it. Such is life. You'll be able to switch over to the...
There it is on the screen, sorry, Chris.
Coverage, and there we go.
LifelineCanberra.org.au/donate. As Chris said, $26 is the cost of a phone call for Lifeline Canberra. Every little bit helps. Anything over $2 is tax deductible, as you see the kids running the bases here at NYT Ballpark.
And on that link, you follow that, you can make regular donations or you can make a one-off donation, organise a fundraising event, and there are many other ways to support Lifeline Canberra. And it's not just an honour, it's an actual privilege for us at the Canberra Cavalry to have them this year as our major partner here at the Canberra Cavalry. We're moving to the bottom of the 6th inning, and barring another at-bat having been sold off for charity, it should be Ollie Davies, Samad Taylor and Cam Warner.
No, I don't think there's any more sold off. I think it's game time now. There we go. It's where the rubber meets the road.
Kerry P, A69 green.
So the insurance ones when you're 4-0 up. I suppose any extra run's more insurance, isn't it?
Padding.
A pad of 4-0 lead.
As Davies takes it, called strike one.
Fantastic. There you go. Winner, chicken dinner.
Base hit, and that'll drop in front of Middleton. Tenth hit of the night for Team Perkins. Hey!
All right, I'm going to jump out because we've got it. The booth's been crashed. You've been talking this man up all night and his hyperability.
Here he is.
So Warwick Petheridge, I'll hand it over to you.
Oh, we have a very special guest. He's just joined us in the box. Chavez Young, welcome to Cavalry Live, my man.
Wagwan.
Oh, mate. All right, let's take this inside, mate. First question first. How's the foot?
Foot is doing good. X-ray came back negative, so we are good to go on the recovery side. Should take a week or so, you know what I mean?
Mate, as the pitch goes to the back net and the Davies heads to second, you'll stop there. So your thoughts so far coming over, of course, part of the Toronto Blue Jays organisation. Your thoughts of the nation's capital?
Oh, it's beautiful. I love the food. The chips, what you call it, fries? Chips.
Yeah, the chips.
Oh, fries is so fire here, bro. I love it.
Oh, mate. Unfortunately, as you said, you can't get out there. You would have loved to have been a part of this tonight.
Oh, yeah, a lot of trash talking. A lot of trash talking.
Here's the 1-1. We'll pause for that.
Oh, just missed that.
This is your teammate from home?
Yeah, Samad. They actually played together for like 3 years, so it's kind of dope.
Be out here with him. Yeah, there you go. You can check your hood on TV, mate.
Oh, me on TV, baby. Me live.
I got to meet you last week, but I got to spend a bit more time with you today out at BP, and I tell you what, I've said it a couple of times tonight on the coverage. If you need a hype man in life, I recommend yourself, sir. You're just a great man. If that one misses outside, evens the count at 2-2. You were behind every one of your teammates.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. It's not one guy, it's 9 players, it's a team effort, I want to cheer on everybody. I want everybody to be the best version of themselves.
Pause for the 2-2. Outside in the dirt. Great pickup by Noy.
I found it really impressive how multi-talented you are. Just staying focused during the game and then having a conversation with me, because I cannot do that. That is crazy.
Mate, we all have our skill sets, mate. You actually get to go out there and play. Here's the payoff pitch, 3-2.
Oh, just missed that.
He has. It's popped up. Nathan's is holding everyone off in centre field. Samad Taylor. I tell you what, though, I looked over when he hit the home run in the top of the first off Moramando, and I think you nearly fell over the fence as it went over.
Yeah.
Get out!
Get out, ball! Get out, ball! Let's go.
So tell us a bit about your journey before Canberra. What's led you here to us?
Basically, obviously, last game I played was in March in spring training. Was heading off this year to go to AA, in New Hampshire, Eastern League. But obviously, the pandemic hit and everything got postponed. Oh, just missed that. But Yeah, actually, so I head back home to the Bahamas for like 6 months, and I fish a lot.
All right, okay. So see, that's something I'm not good at. I'm not good at fishing. You'll have to teach me, mate.
Oh my! I talk about now. We don't fish with poles back in the Bahamas. We fish with line. Just throw them out, bam, just like that.
As Wilson takes that outside, evens the count at 1-1. No, mate, I'm not good at any kind of fishing. I'm not even good with fish in the little tank, mate. I couldn't catch them.
Oh my word!
So yes, back in the Bahamas fishing, and then
also after I finished. So we had like a little instruct camp in Florida. Head over there, and basically they asked the player development asked me, are you interested in playing winter ball? And I'm like, yeah, I want to play. You know what I mean? And it was like Australia or Puerto Rico. So I want, like, my first thing was like, Australia, let's go Australia, right? But then I was like, the flight though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, from the Bahamas to Australia, here's the 2-1. And that's in the dirt as Zach Wilson has hit pretty much everywhere tonight.
Yeah. I was like, that flight, 14 hours. Oh, Lord, I don't know if I could take that. 14 hours? Jesus, no. So, boy, I was like, Puerto Rico, right? And then it was like, now we're going to send you to Australia because it's the protocols there is better.
That just misses and Wilson walks. Yep, there he goes. So 14-hour flight, 14 days in quarantine.
Oh, my, 21.
21?
Yeah, 21 days. Also because it was like it was a breakout in Sydney. So they actually had us their extra days.
How did you go with the training? And we've seen some of the players in their videos. Did you manage to put the mattress against the wall and?
Oh yeah, that's bomb up our mattress. If the mattress wasn't breaking, definitely breaking now. But yeah, I used the mattress and put it up. Oh, just missed that swing. But yeah, I put the mattress up on the wall. Have a couple tosses, and then I had like a body blade what I used, for my rotator cuff. Then also I had a little mini band, stuff to keep me moving and mobility-wise.
Austin Gallagher, he's fouled one back. It's 0-1. Runners at first and second with one out here for Team Perkins.
Boys are hot. Team Perkins are hot. Right?
No, it's on. Just keep hitting. That's what we want.
They got the cheerleader behind them. That's why. That's why we're winning. That's my team. I told them.
Chris Coleman's looking at something. Cam Warner is not at second because he's playing on Team Orange. There you go, mate. We're even, 1-1. Count is one. Mate, we give it to each other as much up here as you guys do down there. Hey, Gallagher swings and fouls one off.
Y'all ain't putting no Cam. Cam is on my team. Cam is on my orange team.
Chris is just working it out. It's fine. Have you ever seen a mad scientist at work?
At what?
A mad scientist at work. That's him. Mate, maybe he just batted out. It's a charity game, Chris. It's all for charity.
I think he's taken that bat off.
Maybe he has.
You want to go take a live bat up there? That'd be dope.
No. Batting practice was enough for me. Did you see me? I went all right. I hit a few.
Yeah.
Not bad for fat and 40.
Yeah, man, you hit more than me.
2-2, the count on Gallagher. One out here. Bottom half of the sixth inning.
Oh, what a bunt.
Don't say bunt with 2 strikes. No bunt with 2 strikes.
Bunt swing.
So that's good news to hear. There you go, Cavalry fans. Just some rehab and he'll be back at it.
Yes, sir.
That's what we want to hear.
Let's go, Cavalry. Let's go.
That one is high and misses. And of course, a new schedule being released today.
Call a homer right now. Homer.
All right, 3-2.
Oh! I call a swing homer.
Chavez Young, Cavalry outfielder, joining us here in the box.
Yes, sir.
I said to him at batting practice, I said, are you going to come up for an inning like about the 6th? And I was actually surprised when he walked in the door.
Oh, yeah.
We're very thankful for you to come up and join us, mate.
Oh, yeah. Hey, how you liking my Aussie accent?
Mate, it's brilliant.
Really, mate? Really, mate?
I will pause for this one. Here's the payoff. And that misses, and he walks, and the bases are loaded.
How you like this one? Watch this. Watch this one.
Okay, here we go. Hang on.
Shrimp on the barbie, yeah, mate.
Don't stop being a baseball player, mate.
Oh, Lord.
I tell you, last weekend Frank Gailey joined us up here on the call on Cavalry Live, and I'd never met Frank properly before, so Dan took me into the change room, and you and Samad were exchanging Australian accents, and it was one of the funniest things I've ever seen.
Oh, my
Absolutely brilliant.
Bro, first day I got here, bro, in the airport, I heard the accent. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. It's like like tasting my own medicine, because like when I'm in America, they love my my Bahamian accent. So
1-0 to the captain. Takes the called strike, 1-1. Bases are loaded. 14 Perkins and the captain up.
Bases loaded for the right guy right here. Yeah.
Here's the 1-1.
You don't want none of that. You don't want none of that, Robbie Perky. You don't want none of that, Robbie. I'm a little biased right now. I'm obviously on Team Orange, guys. Sorry.
That's all right. 2-1.
Ah, yeah.
As he lays off that one as well, and now is the hitters count on the captain. You know what,
Robbie?
You know what? You can do this one, mate. You can call this one.
Hey, we got 3-1 right here. We got 3-1 right here. We got 3-1 right here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? You going to throw it right down the middle? You going to hit a homer? Oh, good swing it. Swing and a miss. Swing and a miss.
Oh, he does that. See, I do that.
Ooh, the little firecrackers.
Firecrackers in the booth.
3-2. What are you going to do? Fastball right there. He's going to throw a fastball right there. Boom. Just miss it, Robbie boy. Just miss it, Robbie boy. I bet he won't make that mistake there, Robbie boy.
And there is a whole pile of kids trying to chase that ball down. Got a ball, but got a hurt knee. Chris Coleman in the background. We want the home run call from Chavez Young.
Bottom of the 6th, bases loaded. 1 out, 3-2. 3-2 pitch. Here we go. Oh! Did you Robbie Perky, baby? Did you Robbie, baby? Do it, baby! Woo! I called it. I did. I called it, baby! Right guy!
Look at him.
Let's go, baby! Woo! 3-2, baby! Team Orange! Let's go, boys! Stay hot!
Okay, I now quit as a professional commentator.
Let's go, baby! That's my boy!
He is never going to believe that.
Yeah,
lucky we've got that on video.
That's my boy! That's my boy!
Team Orange.
Give me 5 right here, Robbie. Right there, baby.
We have a monitor in front of us. Chavez Young is so hyped.
Hey, guys, that didn't count, huh?
Hang on, Chris Coleman wants to join in. Hang on.
What you don't realise, Chavez, over the years we've had a number of players come. Usually it's pitchers who come up during the game.
Yeah.
And the number of pitchers who come up here and had a chance to call a home run. You're the first position player in 10 years of doing this to call a home run.
Make history, boy. That's what we all about. History. That's what we all about.
Amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. And
oh my word.
Oh, mate, that's fantastic. Taylor Jocker's down there now. I don't know too many sportsmen from the Bahamas. I know you had some great Olympic sprinters over time. As Jockers goes hard hit, second base across to first and out. That'll be 2 down in a game that's now completely blown out. 8-0 here. And
Team
that's
Orange,
2 down.
baby. Oops.
Team Orange. You're a very happy man.
Yeah.
The only other, the only team sports player I can think of from the. So Cam Warner must have actually set out his at bat because they're coming off here. So that's That's the end. Anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. The only other one I'm thinking of is Dwayne Leverock. Do you remember Dwayne Leverock was a cricketer for the Bahamas?
What year was this?
He was about probably 15 years ago, and he's probably twice my size. He's a very, very big man.
Probably wasn't even born yet.
And how big is baseball in the Bahamas?
Baseball is actually starting to get big now. Joe Diaz and everything, but actually, I would say this past decade, it's grown tremendously. Talking about Antoine Richardson being the first Bahamian baseball player to actually make his MLB debut since in 2011.
Yeah.
That's when he made his debut. But see, never since he did that, man, I was like a young kid. And
so you're playing baseball as a kid, or you saw that and thought, I want to play this game?
I mean, actually, my first time thinking like I want to play baseball is when I actually watched the Chicago Cubs game against the White Sox, and Alfonso Soriano hit 3 home runs in the game, and I was like, I want to do that.
Yep.
And then I realized we have a big leaguer from the Bahamas in the big leagues, Antoine Richardson, and I was like, yo, he was like our superhero to us, like, you know what I mean? And like, it was like I felt like he was untouchable. Like we all look up, as any baseball player in the Bahamas, we all look up to him. It's like, if he could do it, we could do it. So like he kind of paved the way for us, and it was kind of dope, you know. And we appreciate him a lot, Antoine Richardson.
Okay, it looks like we've called the game here after 6. So I'm going to hand back to Woz to wrap things up. Sorry, just Matt Percy, ground announcer, announcing that there's been developments and the Cavs could be on a plane to Melbourne in the morning to play tomorrow.
So we're wrapping it up here and now.
So they've called the game early after 6 innings. And while you two were talking, you're already a media star in your own dugout. They all know, my friend.
Robbie, you're welcome.
Mate, we'll let you get back down there with your teammates and we'll come see you afterwards.
Appreciate you guys so much, man. Thank you.
Thank you, brother. I'll come down and see you after.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Chavez Young, expert commentator. Don't forget your hat, mate.
Yeah, and we're out of a job. We're done.
I just said that's the most brilliant thing I've ever seen.
Yeah. That we've got to cut that. We've got to send that to ESPN. That's top 10 material there, right there, because they're desperate for baseball in the States. So we've got to take care of that and get that over there. But
so that's
what a guy. But that's it. So after 6 innings, because we've called it early. So just fill us in a little bit more.
So I don't know much. What I've just heard, Matt Percy just announced, the ground announcer, that they have called the game due to with the evolving situations with what's going on with obviously the season and the border closures and all of that, because the Victorian border is not closed to the ACT. At the moment, it could be Canberra heading on a plane tomorrow to finish the series in Melbourne against the Aces.
Okay, in fact, I've just got a message from a contact in Perth saying, yep, looks like they are off to Brisbane tomorrow. Now, I'd heard a whisper about that as a possibility about 5 minutes before the first pitch here, but it was only as a rumour, and I wasn't going to jump into rumours and stuff, but it seems that, so because Perth can get in, I think I mentioned it earlier, Perth can get into Queensland, and they're due in the Queensland hub next week, so they're off to Brisbane, and, well, we're going to play Melbourne tomorrow in Melbourne, and who knows what we'll get, who knows when we'll next see the Cavalry play. Let's hope that the ACT border doesn't get shut to Victoria again like it was a few weeks ago.
So we'll see you when we see you. Good luck. Happy New Year.
Indeed.
And enjoy that. Find that Chavez Young call and just put it on repeat for the rest of your life.
That is something I could watch about 20 times over. I think he's not only the first position player to come up and call a home run here, I think he's the first Cavalry player to come up and call a Grand Slam. And to call a Robbie Perkins Grand Slam, well, he's going to be a very popular man with all his teammates. But ladies and gents, we hope you've enjoyed tonight. We certainly have. It's been great to actually get a little bit of baseball here in Canberra in a year that has brought more uncertainty than any of us ever know what to expect. Thank you very much for watching. Thanks to everyone who's been on board. Thanks to the great team at Wonky who have been putting together the pictures and had to hit the ground at 1,000,000 miles an hour last week and have done a superb job. And it's been great to have them on board. And thanks to everyone involved in the Cavalry for playing tonight. Was all the very best for what's left of 2020, about 3 hours and 5 minutes. And let's hope that 2021 is indeed a better year, mate.
Thanks, Chris. And wherever you are, Happy New Year. Be safe. And we'll see you the next time we see you here on Cavalry Live, powered by Wonky.